God bless you. I am Apostle Barry Glover. This is the conclusion of the message as it concerns what to do during times of trouble. And trouble is ahead. And friend, trouble is in the world, and if you haven't faced any trouble, you will face trouble. But I got good news for you. Hallelujah. Because you can know for certainty that whenever trouble comes into your life, you shall be delivered. You shall be set free from the trouble. The trouble shall not be able to destroy you. Trouble cannot bankrupt you. Trouble cannot cause you to remain sick. Trouble cannot destroy you, child of God. I got good news for you. God says in Psalms 50:15, praise be to God, and call upon me in the day of trouble. That's what God said. Call him. I will deliver thee. Didn't say I might. He didn't say, well, I'm going to think about whether I delivered you a few minutes ago. I delivered you last week, last month. You called on me. You've been calling all year. I've been setting you free from different sorts of trouble. God won't say that. Now, you might call your friend, and he might not even answer the phone. You need some help, and you call your friend. He say, call him anytime you call him, he won't even answer the phone. You leave a voice message, and he won't get back to you. You knock on his door, ring his doorbell, and your friend won't even answer your call. But God says in Psalm 50, verse 14 and 15, offer unto God thanksgiving. We should be thanking him all the time. And pay thy vows unto the Most High. If you make promises, ask God to help you keep the promise so your vow will be paid. Don't make vows when you know you can't keep those vows. Ask God, and you can't keep no vow of your own self. You need God's help, friend, to do good. We need God's enablement. I can do all things through Christ that strengthens me. That's what the Word of God says. But it says in verse 15 of Psalm 50, and call upon me in the day of trouble, I will deliver thee. That word deliver means set free. Say, I will set you free if you call him. Now, Psalm 91, I brought you some good news, because there's no doubt in my mind you shall be facing trouble. I'm talking about 2011. Friend, I wish you, I wish that there was no trouble in the world. I wish that there was no trouble in the world, but trouble is in the world, and people have left God and dishonored God in this country, and have really disrespected the Lord. And when people dishonor God and walk away from God, destruction comes upon those people. That's what the Word of God says. Say, if you be willing and obedient, ye shall eat the good of the land. But if you refuse and rebel, you shall be devoured by the sword. That's what it says in Isaiah. I'm going to go over here and read it verbatim. Hallelujah. I believe if you say something, you ought to say it, especially when you say what God said. You need to say exactly what God said. Because when you're quoting anyone else, you ought to say what the person said. Hallelujah. But Isaiah, look at this. Praise be to God. Like the page didn't want to turn. But we're going to turn this page. Praise God. Isaiah chapter 1, verse 19 and 20. If ye be willing and obedient, ye shall eat the good of the land. But if you refuse and rebel, ye shall be devoured with the sword, for the mouth of the Lord has spoken it. I just want to let you know. And people have rebelled against the Lord. You know what they're doing. All manner of evil. Stealing, lying, and businesses stealing, and government stealing. They don't want the 10 Commandments in certain places. They don't want the Word of God in certain schools. And, then men are marrying men, women are, marrying women. And abortion. You know, they say it's illegal. Well, they say it's murder. If a woman kill a baby at home, they'll charge her with murder if she commits the act herself. But if she go to an abortion clinic and have it done, they say it's legal. Well, anyway, I got a poem I would like to read to you called 2011. I want to remind you, get your copy of this faith book, because the just shall live by faith. We walk by faith and not by sight. And there are many lessons contained in this book, faith lessons. Have faith in God. You have faith. Faith carries its own power to bring itself to pass. Stay in faith. In the face of impossibility, do not give up. And many other messages are contained within this book. You need a copy of this book, my friend. 2011. The beautiful sights and sounds of heaven. The wondrous sights and sounds of heaven. 2011. What's on your mind? The dollar has declined. Poisoned by food, water, and wine. Prescribed medicines altering the mind. Vengeance and recompense. This is the appointed time. Interruptions, destruction, and new warfare. Prosperity. Reports seem contrary. Cracking and quaking in the United States. Internal warfare. Markets in countries are collapsing because of deceit and greed. Markets in countries are collapsing because of deceit and greed. Stop being the follower and take the lead. Major cities shut down. I love you. I wish you a happy new year. Happy New Year, 2011. And if you haven't made Jesus the Lord of your life, pray this prayer with me now. Now's not the time to say, well, I'm going to do that. I'm planning on doing an apostle, but I'm going to put it off to next week, friend. You need to. Next week is not guaranteed. You need to accept Jesus right now. Pray this prayer. Father, I'm a sinner. I have sinned. I know Jesus died on the cross for my sins. I know Jesus was raised from the dead for my justification, for me to be made righteous. I receive you, Jesus, inside. I'm born again. Inside of me, I receive inside of me. I'm born again. I'm saved. You're saved, friend. And all you got to do when trouble comes, because trouble coming, it's on the way. It's on the way. It's true, it's on the way. But I've told you what to do and how to stand victorious, and what to do about the trouble, the cause of trouble, to leave your house. And that is to do what God said. Call him. And he said in Psalms 50:15, in Psalms 91, we didn't read that, but I believe that's 91, I'm going to make sure, I want to say 91:15, and he shall call upon me, and I will answer him, and I will be with him in trouble. I will deliver him and honor him. That's what God promised. You call him. Love you. See you.